Selamat datang, selamat pagi. Welcome and good morning. Thank you for joining another episode of Expats in Indonesia. My name's Tim. Warsi's behind the camera. In today's video, I thought I would give you guys some of the how from the earlier video that I did, the who and the what and the why. Really haven't talked a whole lot about the how we got to Indonesia. We've talked about the decision to retire in Indonesia, but the how part is I find it pretty interesting, and anybody that's considering retiring overseas might take some good information from it as well. And our research started at least a year, pretty close to a year before we moved, between the visas and the different programs to be able to stay long term, as well as shipping personal effects over here, researching shipping companies and different things like that. Now what happens is they send a semi-truck over with either a 20-foot or a 40-foot shipping container on the flatbed of the truck, and that container stays on the bed of that truck. So you have to load your items from either, the ground up into that truck, which is 5 feet off the ground, or do what we did. And that was, we went to Enterprise and rented a truck that had a hydraulic lift on the back. And we got that a day before the shipping container was scheduled to arrive. Pulled that into the driveway, loaded all of our stuff into that thing for overnight. And then when the shipping container showed up, we backed our rental truck up to the shipping container and basically walked the items from one truck to the other to get loaded. Made the whole process a whole lot easier. And the reason you do these kind of things and think about these kind of things is because part of the shipping agreement is you only get 3 hours to load the container. If it takes longer than 3 hours, then you have to pay the additional downtime for the truck and the driver to sit there and wait while you continue or finish loading. And it's the same on the other end too. When the container arrives, you only get 3 hours to unload the shipping container. But I believe unloading is going to be a lot easier than loading because we packed it, ratchet strapped things in, all that good stuff with the cargo container. Throughout this video, you'll see some pictures flash up on the screen that you can see. But honestly, because of, and I'm not going to get into the political conversation at all, but because of the tariff talks and everything like that, that backed everything up at the ports. So our cargo container got trucked to a rail yard, sat in the rail yard for a couple days, and then went by train to New York, and then sat in New York port for, I gotta say, close to 4 weeks before it even got loaded onto a ship and departed to get here. When we signed up for this program, we were told anywhere from 30 to 60 days sea time. Well, they were right on the sea time, but the pre-time and the after time have been way off. So think about this. We left our house with a couple suitcases to travel over here to start our retirement life. And we've been essentially living out of those suitcases now since April when we got over here, thinking that, if we shipped our container, and it wasn't February, it was March now. Goodness, Tim, March 14th is when we sent the container, and been over here since April. So we've been living out of our suitcases for this long. Not really suitcases anymore, but the clothes we brought are the clothes we have. So if you start seeing repeat shirts and stuff, that's part of the problem or part of the reason. But I doubt it. I'm not doing enough videos to worry about that. Anyways, back to the story. So our container made it over here. Remember this, okay? It left our house on March 14th, and it arrived in the port of Jakarta on June 25th. And it's still at the port working on customs clearance. So the shipper that we picked has a customs clearance person that works with customs over here to get our stuff through. So I started working with them about a week or two before our container was scheduled to arrive, sending them all the documentation that they were asking for and stuff like that. However, I sent it all electronically, and when the container arrived, they all of a sudden needed all this documentation in real life, in hard copy. So then we had to send the documents to them in hard copy form, and you know what? This is Indonesia. FedEx overnight and stuff like that isn't the most reliable. So we shipped it. I believe it was on a Wednesday night, and it showed up in Jakarta on Monday at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that was this past Monday, and just so you know, today's Saturday. I reached out to that customs person yesterday just to see where we stand, and their response was still working on getting it through customs. So we're still waiting to find out when, if, how we're going to get our shipping container. And I say if, because if they don't clear it through customs, they will literally put it back on a boat and ship it back overseas, back to the United States. And we'll have to figure out something else to do. So let's talk about, where we're laying our head at night. I have a video that I'll add on to this at the end that shows the modifications and additions that we've made to Warcie's sister and brother-in-law's house, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house, to effectively have an apartment off the back of their house. 1 bedroom, family room, little kitchenette, big bathroom, big shower, big closet. It is, for all intensive purposes, done. I'm going to show you the raw video during construction because I've been waiting for our shipping container to get here, which has our bathroom vanity, our bathroom faucets, our closet organizing system, and our bedroom set in it. So we're still waiting for those items to get here to quote unquote finish our apartment. But right now I will add on the raw video so you can get an idea. Some of my friends I've already sent that video to because I took it back in April when we first got here. But it's as close to being done as it can be, obviously, without our container here. And we're living in it in the bedroom. Our in-laws have graciously given us a bed that we were sleeping on back in April when we first got here to move into the bedroom. And we've got some items set up, the bed set up, and a kitchenette set up, and a couch set up, refrigerator, stuff like that. So we're living out of it. We're using the shower, the whole ball of wax. So, and I might take another video depending on what I hear from customs in the next week or two, just to show you what the pretty much finished product looks like. So everybody that wants to see it can see it. But right now I'm taking this video is actually on our back deck or our porch. It's kind of our side porch, not really our back. But it's a beautiful setup and area. Very, very nice, especially when you get some of these great thunderstorms here and you can sit out underneath this overhang. You can see the sunlight's hitting me pretty good right now. I just happened to set this up in the perfect spot where the sun is just not quite into the roof line yet. And I wanted to take this morning while it was a little cooler. When I say a little cooler, this morning we got up and it was 68. and it's been 68 for about the last 3 days in the morning, first thing, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It ends up getting to the mid to upper 80s during the day. But up until this week, it's been, upper 70s, 78, 79 in the morning. So to wake up 68, 69 in the morning is awesome. And we thoroughly enjoy it during our morning walk. We usually walk anywhere from 2 to 3 miles in the morning every day. Everybody in the house has been fighting a head cold, chest cold kind of thing this week. So we missed a couple days this week, but we're back at it again because we're starting to feel a little better now. And exciting news. I'm going to have another video probably midweek or even at the end of next week. Tomorrow, just to give you a little preview, we're going to be going to another town, and I say we, I mean the entire family and another carload of family members, to do a traditional engagement process for our nephew, Garin, that lives here. Because he's getting engaged. Well, he's kind of already engaged, but they didn't really do the traditional thing. So anyways, I'll talk about that more in the next video and have a bunch of video and pictures of that process, because that's pretty cool. I've never been involved with that. Horsey, she didn't get all that good stuff. She just, got stuck with me, me in the old-fashioned American way. Hey, let's go get married. But anyways, obviously, if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them down below. We thoroughly appreciate you guys watching our videos and subscribing to the channel if you want to subscribe, and letting other people that may be interested in it knowing about it. But please, everyone, enjoy your day and stay safe. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to my first day in Winarja for retirement. This is the front of the house we'll be living in. This is my wife's sister's house. And then next door is my wife's mom's house. Let's go inside and check it out. Walking in the front door is the living room area. The first room on the right is for a boarder. As you can hear Paris making her presence known. Continuing through a sitting area. This room is our current bedroom that we'll be staying in until the rest is completed. There's Paris. She decided she wanted to be part of the video. Yeah. There's another bedroom there. And then another bedroom there. Continuing through the house, a bathroom there. There was a bathroom in our bedroom as well. There's Horsey's sister in the kitchen. The dining room area. That door will be our bedroom. That door will be our family room. Family room slash kitchenette. So in this corner, we'll put a sectional or a all-shaped sofa. We'll put a fridge here, a little 2-burner cooktop, possible oven, microwave, kitchenette setup over here. And then we'll have TV, entertainment stuff on this wall. They've cut a hole in the wall to go from the family room into the bedroom. Bed will go here on this wall. Potential TV on this wall. And then through there is the bathroom. And through there is the bathroom. So if we keep going, this is set up to be Paris's corner. Straight ahead from the bedroom is our closet. And it is massive. There's no way this video is gonna do justice to how big this closet is. Standing in Paris's corner is the bedroom, or bathroom, I'm sorry. And then right here is where a vanity will go. And that's the water closet for the toilet. Give you a better idea here. There, that's where the vanity will go. And that's where the toilet will be. If I come back into our family room and spin around, this massive thing is our shower. So if I walk in through here to the shower area, this is where the shower is. Still a bit of work to be done, so we're gonna be in that bedroom for a while. But they're supposed to be coming over today or tomorrow to start leveling the floors and putting the ceiling in the room here. You can see the skylight is here and extends all the way across to the other side of this wall where the water closet is. Hopefully that'll give you a better idea of what we'll be living in when it's completed.